Good morning. Well, hey, we got the brain, and it's a beautiful day. So, I think we're going to at least jack it up, get on jack stands, maybe pull the transmission out, or at least start on it. We got some other stuff that we're tinkering around with, working on. So it's, we're just kind of messing around today. It's not a whatever. So, been working on the Lincoln a lot, and I need a easy, just a whatever day. So plus we also are looking at maybe taking one of the other cars to the track, and I might try the exhaust off this car, not the headers, just the mufflers and stuff. So anyway, all right, well, let me get it up on jack stands, and we'll be back in the next clip. Shifter's out, exhaust is off, drive shaft is out. Fixing to take the cross member nuts out, bolts out, and then we'll drop the cross member, and 4 more bolts, boom, she's out. Here we go, we got her out. Whew. We need to drain the fluid, still tight. Curious what's broke in it. So we got it out. The input's still nice and tight, only 7 passes or 6.5 passes, and or 6 3/4 passes since it broke going into 4th. So we'll drain the fluid out of it, put it up on the bench, drain the fluid, and we'll knock the tail shaft to pull the top cover, see what we got, because obviously we've got a problem. I'm curious what it is, because it was driving great till it broke. But right now it's time for lunch, and I know what you're thinking: Whataburger. Nope, we're gonna get a hot dog out of the house and some chips. We gotta eat cheap this week, guys, because we got parts to buy. There's always parts to buy. So, all right, well, let me get it on the bench, and I'll go eat real quick, and then I'll break it open and see what we got. We have the tail shaft off, and we got all the bolts out of the top cover. So I figured you guys might want to see what's going on in here, if I can get in here. There we go. Come on, girl. Don't be like that. Reveal your secrets. Let's see what we got. There we go. All right. See what we got. Probably something bad. Oh, wow. Damn. Check that out. I've never done that. Woo, broke a shift fork, but we broke it slap off up here. Holy hell. Damn it, man. Well, hey, sweet. Now we just got to buy a shift fork. It's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. Damn. But everything else looks good. Damn, T5 hanging in there. Man, these transmissions, they are tough as crap. To hell with the internet. But them shift forks, good night. I blowed that thing up. Dang, man. I guess you guys can see that. I don't know. Let me look at the shop real quick. Yeah, you can see it right there. There, you're not supposed to be able to see the shaft. So, boom goes the dynamite. All right, well, that's pretty sweet. All we gotta do is change that out, and we're back in business. Man, business is booming. Woo! All right, hey, this calls for a celebration. You guys, come on, get on there and get that. Hold on, take. Oh, you know what's coming now. Woo! Woo! All right, sweet baby Jesus. Here we go. Well, that's great news. We thought we had really done something, but in actuality, I mean, we did really do something, but now I need to also find those pieces. They're down in the bottom of the case somewhere. So, but hey, that's man, that's awesome. That's awesome that it's something cheap. Because I honestly thought maybe we'd got the teeth off fourth gear. We'd got the you know, got the input shaft and just smeared it, but nope. Well, there we go. We've broken a shift fork in a different place, so good for us. We're gonna order one up and we'll get it fixed up and we'll just throw it back in the car and we'll be ready. Brain will be ready to rock and roll once again. We're gonna talk to David a little bit about getting us a tune and you know, try and take a shot at those high sixes before the weather goes away. Now, the good news is that our track is fixing to start holding they're actually holding an event this weekend, a race event. So the track should start getting back in better shape since we'll have more race cars and bracket nights and things like that where good rubber's being put down, testing sessions, not testing tunes, but actually private test sessions where the track will start it'll start coming back around. It starts deteriorating at the end of the year when the race events are over with. It's just a bunch of clowns and street cars and goofs like us with radio tires and stick shift cars just tear start line all to pieces. They can't get rubber in, blah, 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 blah. So tracks should start coming back around. If we can still get a hold of some good weather, there's still a chance we probably need a touch more mile an hour. Dang, Growler, let's go. A touch more mile an hour to get us in there. But what the hell are you doing? But anyway, there's still hope that we can get that high six before the winter's over with. So, and if we do, that'd be great, you know, so. All right, well, we'll be back in the next clip when we've got something to report. One other little thing is that when you're trying to remove change the shift fork out, you want to make sure you've got this all the way back, the shaft out, so the pin actually has somewhere to go, because it's hard to see, but the pin's under there coming out. You don't want to drive the pin into the top cover. I did that one time, a long time ago. And, you know, it sucked. So anyway, that's the deal right there. We're going to get this thing knocked out. And I was halfway done with it and said, you know, hey, I might want to film that real quick. There's also, besides the handling video, there's also some videos online, T5 videos. Paul Caglianozzi is really good with these transmissions. He talks really fast. He's from New York, but he's good with them. He's been through hundreds of them, I'm sure. And he's got a pretty good video on Eric the Car Guy's channel that could really kind of help you through any questions that you've got on a T5, taking disassembly and stuff like that. So he's really sharp on those things. So anyway, just a little shout out there. So to Paul. And anyway, let me finish knocking this out. Whoop, and we'll get ready to, we'll go order us a fork. Oh, there we go. Now that would have been something if it would have got sucked up and caught in a gear. Woohoo! We got lucky that thing just bounced and fell down through. So, there it is. The piece of the puzzle. It's got the whole piece. Look at that. Just smashed the whole, just smashed the whole thing out. It could have previously been cracked. I don't know. I mean, I didn't notice it, but that doesn't mean I checked it. So, never had one of those breaks, so start checking those out. But anyway, it's just one big solid piece, so we got the whole thing in there, which is good. Now we know there's nothing else in the transmission in between any of the gears or anything like that. So, boom. Ah, help. Go Growler. What are you doing, girl? Huh? I tell you what she does. She gets over on that seat up there. That back seat. She lays up in it. Damn cat. Yeah, go ahead and knock all that stuff down. There you go. Do your thing. Get electrocuted. What are you doing? Uh-oh, I got you messed up with that light there, don't I? There it is. See you later. We've got it all put back together. Everything is good to go. If you're wondering what that is a transmission for David, for his son's SN. I owe him a transmission on a deal we did. So I've got that apart and looked at it. That thing looks immaculate inside. I'm like, wow. That's the transmission that when I bought the Z-Spec, and I got that transmission and a Fox bell housing and an SN bell housing. Well, I say SN, a V6 bell housing, whatever. It was on there. And I got a Fox bell housing and Fox clutch fork, and I paid $300 for all that. I was like, wow. And that transmission is immaculate. I honestly hate to give it to David because he's going to put it in a car that they're going to end up selling. Anyway, so, but no biggie. That's right. But also we got a couple of packs of shift fork pads. We also got another, oh, my bad. And we have another 3/4 shift fork. This was, I got this off of eBay, but it actually came from Astro Performance. And it was $31 with free shipping. The shift fork pads were $6 or $7 for a pack of 6. You know, so about $12, $13 right there. But I was getting low on new ones, and we're good to go. So anyway, it's all back together. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's afternoon right now. I've just got off work and finished putting the transmission back together, and I'm putting tail shaft and stuff on it. And I need to try and throw it in the car because it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, and I'm not gonna be able to do it. So I'd like to go ahead and get the trans in and be ready to go. So there we go, liquid motivation, baby. All right, guys, we got the transmission all put back in, the exhaust installed, we got fluid pumped into it, drive shafts back in, everything's, shifters bolted on, everything's ready to go. It was kind of getting late. I didn't film any of it because I was really in a hurry trying just to get it all done. So it rained all day yesterday like I predicted. Obviously today doesn't look a whole lot better. It's a little late in the afternoon, but we're going to take it for a test drive just to make sure everything is still functioning, or not still, but is functioning properly once again. So let's go, and I'll see you in the car. Fixed. We've got it back in the car, and the brain seems to be running as good as he's ever ran. So we're not 100% sure we're gonna get him back to the track. Weather, things, stuff goes on, things happen, but the brain is back up and running, and it wasn't anything serious, but it is now fixed.
Rodney and David, film the finish line. David missed the gear. Welcome to the club today. Rodney and David again. Uh-oh, a little smoke from David.
Well, we are headed home. No Whataburger tonight. Everyone's got plans. So I say everyone's got plans. Most people have plans. So we're just going to head on to the house, and you know, we'll talk about what happened in the blah blah blah. But, you know, it was all right. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't great, but wasn't terrible. So see you guys in a few minutes. Swear. Hey guys, it's blah 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 time, and
As you know, we fixed the brain and we took it to the track. What you may not know is that Kevin was up there, and so was Pirate with his new car. That footage will be on Kevin's channel. I didn't film any of that. Just, you know, he could, because they raced, and he can have, it'll be on his channel, which is right here. That's him. So how did we do? In all honesty, we had the best day out of everybody. So the track was, they had an event the day before, so we were actually hoping that the track would be in better shape. It was not in better shape. The starting line looked really rough. On the event they had the day before, the sun did not come out, but just one time it was cold all day, so the track just didn't have any heat in it, and the rubber got ripped. You know, just wasn't great. When we got there, the starting line looked bad. On both lanes were bad. And it was hot. It was warmer than, you know, we were hoping for. It was, the DA was decent, but it was just like close to 70 degrees at the peak of the day, which, you know, that's not conducive to horsepower, especially not for us. We really need a cold day and a really good track to try and get in the high sixes. But, and probably a fresh clutch would help that situation a little bit. But we were pleased with the way the car ran, especially considering how the first pass went down. It just blew the tires off, and then it hooked for a second, and I just clutched it, you know. And then after that, we were leaving kind of soft. You might be able to hear it in the video. We don't really have it revved up that high. We weren't being very aggressive with it. We were just kind of making laps and, you know, just racing, so, or just having some fun. But, you know, all in all, I was happy with how the car performed. It was fairly consistent, and you know, everything seemed fine, shifting it and all that stuff. So, you know, I really don't have any room to complain. David had a pretty good day. 753 was his best, and he also had a best of a 163 60 foot, but that didn't translate over because he missed a gear. That's still got the 4-hole throttle body on it, the Victor Jr. intake. I think it's got 30 pounders in it. It's speed density. He's, you know, finger banging it. Stock cam, and it's twisted wedges, and I'm pretty sure they're ported, but I don't know that 100%. If I talk to him, I'll say yes or no. They are, they aren't. And it's got long tubes and basically the same exhaust that he had on it when I had the stock 86 motor in it. And this is a 86 flat top motor, so it's a true flat top. He didn't fly cut it or anything. So anyway, he had a pretty good day. It was 456s and T5 and 26x10 slick. So he was pretty happy. The mile an hour showing some promise. It's really got low 730, high 720 mile an hour. But you know, 60 foot wasn't that great. So, but he had two good runs, one decent run, and he missed a gear on another one. Then he just kind of called it a day. He lost one of the bolts out of the shifter or something. I don't know. That's where the smoke came from in the video. So that, you know, that's kind of it. Let's take a look at the time slips real quick, and we'll be right back to wrap this up.
Here's the numbers. It completely blew the tires off, and we clutched it. David red lit like crazy. I mean, I did too, but he was way bad. 64 for David at 91. He was fairly happy with that. Then we brought it around. We swapped lanes, and it went a 16 at 95.3, 150. It still spun, but grabbed real quick. David, that was a good pass for him. He was pretty happy with that. Then we let it rest, brought it around. You know, red lit, no big deal. That was an all right pass. David missed a gear, best 60 foot for him of the day, but he missed a gear. Brought it back around for a hot lap, and David, you know, ran. That was a good run for him. He was real happy with a mile an hour. And we bogged a little bit. That could have been a little bit better pass. Then we let it rest again. We brought it back around. David had decided he wasn't going to make any more passes, and that was our best pass of the day. And then we hot lapped it, and that one disappointed us a little bit. That should have been a O. 60 foot was pretty good. We just did something wrong somewhere. So anyway, I'll have listed the DA at the beginning of the time slips, but we made 6 passes, no missed gears, and basically 1 throwaway, so it wasn't too bad. So, all right, back to the blah, blah, blah.
And I told, oh, hey, sorry. He gets the mouth when the camera's off, I promise you. It's the one, you know how it is. Your kids are just great in public, and oh, they're just so magical, and then when they're behind closed doors, you just want to pull them out all the time. So anyway, you saw time slips, like I say, fairly consistent, didn't miss any gears. Dr. Fear, here's to you, bud.
Overrated.
You know, what's next for the brain? Well, in all honesty, we need to put a clutch in it. Is that gonna happen before we take it back to the track? I don't know. The weather, other cars, there's a lot of factors that come into play, so maybe, maybe not. I honestly don't know. At the moment, I do not have a plan to put a clutch in it. Right now, I've got more work ahead of me for other cars, and it's just one of those things. But who knows? I change my mind on a daily basis. So, thanks for commenting, and I'm not talking to you. Thanks for subscribing. Especially thanks for watching, and until next time on Substandard Leader Fox Body Videos, lover of POS Mustangs, Trojan Horse sitting right there. I know I need to be working on it. LTDs, yes, I probably need to be working on it. Lincolns, I'm working on it. Drag vans, I drove it. Convertibles, no plans to work on that anytime soon. 5.8s, you know, I'm buying parts. And 4 eyes. We'll see you guys in the next video.